Alright, let's get into the challenge now. How is this? No, they just said fuck misclick in the chat and then they conceded. So, I don't think this hand's good enough. Alright. Put back Blood Moon. You driven. They fetched a mountain. Look at them go. They're mulling to 5. I wonder what they're on if they're mulliganing to 5. Maybe Tron. Oh. My condolences. My condolences. I think I'm gonna wait one more turn before thought seizing them. Up the last card in hand's Odawara. Okay. So I have 3 mana. If they draw another land, they could Odawara me. Just play the Odawara. They drew an Urza. Fuck. Need a Fury. It's not a Fury. Alright, well. That was a pretty good draw. Needle. I don't know what they're playing, but they can spin Urza if they wanted to. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spin Urza. They might just be playing like the mono blue spike list with the Dreadnought. What are we gonna name like Bloodstained Mire? Could name Lily. Spin the Urza. Find a Springleaf Drum. Makes this thing a 5/5. Fury. Fury. I think I'm still okay attacking here. Just killing the Urza. I think Urza's like the main way to get back into this. So I have to double block here. So my creature dies. Comes back. Shows nothing. Play Ragavan and I give Ragavan Fear. But I think Fear says it can be blocked by artifact creatures. Alright. Can still be blocked by artifact creatures. So Shizo, you're useless. They need to rip something. They did rip something pretty good. They're going to 4 though. If I can draw Terminate. I'll Terminate. Fear says it can be blocked by artifact and or black creatures. So giving this Fear doesn't do anything. Artifact creatures have no fear. That's not going to do anything productive. This can only give legendary creatures. Target legendary creature gains fear. Grief's not legendary. Yep. Well, looks like they're going to win this game. Just gonna get a Shadow Spear, murder me. There's a Saga, pretty good card. Unfortunate. Oh, he's not gonna do it. Alright. Pack it in, pack it up. Can't beat that. Magus comes in, Abrade, consumes explosives. Fatal Push. I think Dothy comes out completely. Lily seems bad. Night's Whisper, Kroxa. I also don't think Ragavan's great in this matchup, but Dothy's probably a little bit worse. I don't think Ragavan's great. I don't think Dotsie's is great. They just dump their hands so fast. I'm not sure I have better sideboard cards necessarily. I could try like 2 Dothies. Nah, we'll just submit it. Try it like this. Urza was a very good top deck for them. The Urza into the Saga. Didn't draw my Blood Moon. Or a Fury. In the 4th Rog, sure. I agree. Usually Night's Whisper is like my go-to cut in most matchups though. Just doesn't do a whole lot. Does draw you into your sideboard cards, which is like, can be good. Most of the time doesn't really do anything. Hand's very good. Twin forehead. Think you're onto something, Bob. I'm gonna pitch the terminate. Memnite, Springleaf Drum, Metallic Rebuke, Chip Urza. I'm gonna take Urza Rebuke. And then hope to draw a red card in the next couple of turns. That is a red card I'm going to hold on to. I assume they're going to have to play out like Memnite Chip this turn. I guess they don't have to technically. But I think they're going to. Did not play out the Memnite. Fascinating. I guess that means they're going to play the Memnite next turn. Then equip the chip to it. Which I think is okay for one turn. Maybe not. Maybe I should just scam this Fury, kill the chip right now. I think it's okay. I'll let him have one turn with it. This might be a mistake. I'm just going to cast Croxa though. Might be a mistake letting him have Memnite equip chip to it and start going ham. But I don't know if they can go super ham just off of that alone. We discarded the Memnite. Do a Thought Cast. Tap land, pass. Alright, well first things first, we attack. And I think I'm just going to cast Night's Whisperer. Maybe putting lethal on board's better. Yeah, I'm just going to put lethal on board. This is worse if they drew Urza. But assuming they didn't draw Urza, then we might be okay. I don't know if that's better than just casting Night's Whisper saying go. Urza. Okay. That was a great draw. In with both. Yeah, that's fine. So going to 2 here. Losing their potential last card. Tezzeret. Holy shit. Alright. So they have 1 spin with Urza. Facing down 2 lethal threats. Not sure Urza Saga is going to be good enough. Alright. We got there. Urza is very powerful. Holy moly. We're going to stick with the same configuration. I was not expecting Tezzeret. Tezzeret's interesting. I'm leaning toward this being a mulligan right now. Depends. If they keep their 7, I might have to ship this. They kept their 7. I'm going to ship this. I am going to put back, I think, Lightning Bolt. Hey, Pocket Beers, thank you for the follow. Sure. I don't know if it's right to save this EE for Urza Saga or not. Croxa was not a great draw. They have Needle. Needle's not great for me either. Suppose that was another reason to hold on to explosives. Maybe we draw K command. If we draw Hidetsugu, then we just win on the spot. Hidetsugu would be amazing. They're stuck on 1 land. I have to assume they at least have an Urza in hand. Maybe an 8 cast effect. Another Shadow Spear. I'll Hidetsugu 1 time. Hidetsugu would be so fucking good here. I don't know what I'm bidding with the Spyro either. Nope, nothing is getting rebuked. That's pretty bad for me. 3 cards away from Croxa still. Chip. I'm gonna push that chip for sure. Relic's annoying. Gonna make Croxa irrelevant. Abrade the Pithy Needle. Pop the Engineered Explosives. That was a really good draw. D's plus maybe. Alright, we ripped the hot fire draw off the top, so this game's probably over. Not sure how they come back from this. His hand's only good if they are playing Belcher though. It's because of the double Thoughtseize. They're not playing Belcher, this hand is atrocious. Yeah, you can scam Belcher out of lands. They're on the play though, which does not make this any easier. Begins the game with 7. I'm gonna ship this hand. Belcher typically mulligans a lot, so if they're not mulliganing, it kind of concerns me. It makes me think that they're not playing Belcher. They're playing Belcher. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit, fuck. Guess I'm doing this now. Pack Negation, Recross the Path, Striker Ridge, Valakut Awakening, Spikefield Hazard. Oh boy. Take the Strike. It's not even the Recross, but the Strike prevents them from... I mean, they can flashback Strike anyway, so I'm not going to take the Strike. I'm going to take the Recross the Paths. It's the only card in their hand that does anything. They're probably just going to cast Valakut Awakening. Yeah, Strike, not Spike. Strike has flashback. So I'm not going to take it. If it didn't have flashback, sure. But that card has fucking flashback. I'm going to Spikefield Hazard Ragavan. Goodbye, Ragavan. I have a decision to make. I'm just going to cast a second Ragavan. I was thinking about casting Croxa, but I can wait a turn on Croxa. Valakut Awakening. Perfect. Perfect. Taking the Strike actually just does nothing. They're going to get green mana regardless. They literally just flashback the Strike. It's got flashback for 3. And black. I have some casting Croxa and then casting a Dying Mouse on Croxa. Making them discard 2 and hoping for the best. I'm just going to discard their Pact and Negation. They're just going to draw a new hand of 7 and kill me. Nothing I can do about it. We absolutely just lose this turn. Yeah, no. Ritual. Iron Crag, Belcher, kill you. Okay. Got it. Necro. Collector Brutality is more duress. Magus the Moon does nothing. Hearst does nothing. EE does nothing. Removal does nothing. So Terminate out. Lightning Bolt out. I guess Magus the Moon's fine. Great. Maybe Torok's better. Abrade's got some text. Blood Moon can probably come out. Blood Moon's not good against them. At least Magus attacks. Lily has a small amount of text, but I don't think she's good enough. Fury's at least a good clock, but Fury's not very good. Dothy's also not very good. This hand is fantastic. And they're mulliganing. They're mulliganing to 5. I might just be looking for Leyline. I mean, I'm not gonna not do it. I need to kill them. I think they have a Fury in their hand, also. Because they were thinking about casting Fury on my Grief. I should have just played Torok. I forgot about the Leyline for like a second. Alright, I'm casting Torok. Holding up a Braid doesn't do anything. If they play Belcher and pass the turn, then I can kill them anyways. This puts them on a 2-turn clock. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. If they didn't have second land, I would have abraded the treasure token, excuse me. I don't think it's good enough here, though. I feel like they might be on the slow Belcher plan. Just like cast a Belcher, say go. Actually, if they're at 6, I'm gonna braid the treasure token. Because they're dead next turn, unless they have Fury. Okay. Did not have Fury, luckily. Because I felt like if they had Fury, they would have cast it. I think we just run it back. The old please don't have Leyline hand. I think I have to keep this and hope they don't have Leyline. Or if they just mulligan into Oblivion looking for Leyline. Serum Powder. Serum Powder again. They don't have Leyline. They do not have Leyline. I was probably going to Necro the Belcher anyways, but I guess I'll just take it. Do they even have any alternate win conditions? I don't know if they have any alternate win conditions. Pyromancer's Ascension. I was thinking about taking the blue land. But if they draw a Ritual and then Belcher me this turn, then I'm just dead. Like, just play Belcher and then I can't beat that. Oracle. Convoluted Loop with Ascension. I wish I could cast this Leyline. Holy moly. So I have two options. One of them is to Necro them. One of them is to Torok them. Necro is better if they specifically drew the last Belcher. Then I could just take the last Belcher. Like Torok. Torok means I die to the last Belcher. But the plus side of holding onto the Necro is that if they cast Recross the Path this turn, I can just like Necro. I'm just gonna play it safe. It's probably for the best. It's just a consideration still. I have no other way of winning. Okay. I don't think they can win now. So they could stack their deck and they could put Fury. Fury, I guess, is like their best bet. It's just hard cast, kill me with Fury. But I have 2 Furies of my own to be able to hard cast. Doesn't seem like they can win the game. They have 2 Furies to end the game. This will take a while. They're gonna like try to figure it out if they can win, and then just realize that they have to hard cast Fury, I think. Ragavan Dash, they played around it. You can play around Ragavan Dash by stacking like a Manamorphose on top. So they have outs to it. Which means I'm gonna just smack them anyways. I'm gonna Fury me, which is okay. I just Fury them back. Yeah, this list doesn't play a One of Wish. Opponents said they just F themselves by stacking Reforce Assault on top of their deck. This is game 3. That's why. They said they F themselves because they thought that I wasn't going to attack with Ragavan. And I was like, oh, I thought you were going to stack like Manamorphose. Playing Burn? King Koopa? That's not a very good hand against burn. I hate this hand. This hand sucks. Apparently they are not burn. They're living in. My first hand was so good against living in. Now I just feel like an idiot. You're a fool. A coward. A Dothy. I think I'm gonna murder my own Dothy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm murdering my own Dothy here. Am I pitching to murder my own Dothy? Like Croxa. Croxa's just like not good. Be gone, Dothy. Cycles another Waker. Sure. I would like a red source off the top. That'd be nice. Or another double red card. If they living in and you undying something, then it comes back. They're not gonna be happy about this grief. I will thought seize you. Forces them to use the violent outburst right now. I'm gonna get back a ton of cards. Holy moly. Okay. He's gonna murder the grief. I have to take my Spyro. Draw 2. Thought sees you. Force of negation, pitching violent outburst. I play my MTGO. So I have to block, take 15. Painful. Very painful. Dothy versus the world. I don't know if I have another force negation. I'd try to draw 2 ahead of time. Yeah. Well, I don't think it's getting much better. Alright, cast your living in. At least try to cast your living in. I'm gonna kill my own Dothy again. The reason I'm killing my own Dothy is in case they have another one, then I can get my Dothy back again. They need exactly another violent outburst. Alright, go ahead. This is my best bet of winning game 1 against Living End. If I have a Shardless Agent, then I get my Dothy back again. Pretty sure this is like the hard lock against them. Hey Schwinger, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Super dead to Violent Outburst. They only have a couple of Violent Outbursts left. I could go to 1 and cast Agadeems. I can't even cast Agadeems for enough. Alright, I'll just say go. Please no force. No force, no subtlety. Both of those things kill me. I will murder a Street Wraith. And grief you. Ain't got nothing as haste. Got 2 more shardless agents in play. Okay. Take a shardless agent, I guess. Kill a street wraith. K command. I think K command is actually fantastic. So I can kill my own grief with the K command. I also just make them discard a card. Let me think. Must think. So if I kill my own grief, deal 2 damage to them, and cast Living End. I guess I can't kill my own grief and deal 2 damage. I don't need to kill my own grief, I don't think. These are O3s, yeah, they're not gonna block anyways. Whatever, swing. Getcha. Getcha. I don't know why they blocked. Blocking was so disadvantageous for them. Wonder why they blocked. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. I was attacking them for 0. So I'm bringing in the Necros. I think Torok's good against them as well. Yeah, that was a multi 5. Got him for the 0 swing. Because by swinging for 0 and then blocking the grief, I get to bring the grief back, take their shardless agent, and then K command their draw step, so I can just never win. Double terminate. Maybe. I guess swinging for 0 was the emotional damage. Lily's not very good. K command's generally not very good. Some number of Furies probably aren't the best. Croaks is not very good either. Alright, let's run it like this. They would have had a better shot at winning that game had they just not blocked. So then they can at least top deck. They can top deck Violent Outburst and then win the game. But by blocking, they gave themselves 0 outs. It's pretty good. Not amazing, but it's good. Thinking if I should leave the Torok in my hand, or if I should leave the Collective Brutality. I think it depends if I draw a land or not. It's probably going to be Collective Brutality. Ooh, that's a problem. Thank you for the follow, Anima. Anima? I think it's Anima. That was such a good draw. Holy crap. I don't think I have to care about the Foundation Breaker at this very moment. I actually kept a no cycler hand. Pump up the Torok. The race is on. The race is on. Anytime they cycle anything now, it's just going to grow Torok even bigger. Even if they channel a land, it's going to grow Torok even bigger. What a good draw. I can hardcast this Fury. In a couple of turns, then I'll be okay. Or just have a Fury, I guess. I'm gonna loop them into a false sense of security, thinking that they can attack with multiple. So I can take a hit here. It's not that big of a deal. I'm killing my Torok's very annoying though. So if I draw a red card, then I can go like Pitch Fury, Hardcast Fury. Eventually. Assuming I can connect with Ragavan a couple times. My last card in hand's Beseiju. I think I'm going to take one more hit. One more hit for 4, go to 12. Seems fine. I hate giving them another draw, but I don't really have that many options at this point. It's going to be bad for me if they top deck something like a Curator that they can hardcast. Now go into 11. Cycled the Architects into a land. Attacks with 2. Red card or land are both very good draws here. Dothy would also be quite good. Chain Death is not good. I'm just gonna pass the turn again. Take another 4. They have a ley line. Yeah, they have a ley line. Just gonna pass the turn again. Red card. Land works. Land is pretty good as well. Might kill both Shardless Agents. Also hit a Shardless Agent off the top of their deck. Kinda clutch. Hardcast Curator. I don't have a second Fury in my hand for that. I still know their last card's Besage. They currently don't have green mana, which is interesting. I'm still just casting a Fury this turn. So they need to rip a Cascader. And they did not. Alright. Well, that was an interesting match. I kept kind of an anemic hand. I was kind of relying on the back of Torok to get there. But
have you peeked? Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong. Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.